Alright guys, hope you're doing good. It's Enrique here. Welcome back to the channel. And for this video, I want to explain how to leverage upsells and downsells if you run a coaching/consulting business or a marketing agency. Because yesterday I made a video explaining why most coaches that are selling some sort of business solution or a B2B mechanism that they stole from their mentor would be much better off by simply selling that done-for-you service on a retainer fashion and actually splitting rev share deals with their clients if they are actually good at what they are selling. If they are not, they shouldn't be coaching anyway, so that's why I believe that will be the solution. But here's the thing, guys. Before we begin, I want to just let you guys know this is the type of videos that I would prefer that you guys watch at 2x speed, save yourself some time and start taking action. And also, if you want to get access to what I'm about to present here on the screen, just go to my Instagram and DM me the word access and I'll send it your way. Or join my free Facebook group where you have access to everything, okay? So there is this trend on having masterminds since, Sam Ubens came and started to launch his YouTube mastermind. And I know that it's super sexy to think that you can have some sort of recurring revenue just selling like yearly subscriptions to a service that you would otherwise sell as a one-time type of fee. But the reality is that, at least in my experience from what I typically see in the coaching/consulting space, is that, again, specifically in the B2B information space, most people suck. Okay, most people are not able to deliver any results to their clients. And the problem with that is that, number one, of course, that's in the long term, not a sustainable type of business model if you don't actually deliver results, number one. But number two, and most importantly, most people out there think that, again, they can have some sort of front-end recurring revenue that they can just have most of the profit. I've seen a lot of people nowadays talk about it. And again, in theory, I know that sounds fantastic, but in reality, they would be much better off doing something different. That is what I'm about to explain on this video, okay? So we have two different options. You right now sell maybe your coaching/consulting B2B service, okay, which is typically a one-time fee or some sort of installment plan that you can offer to your clients. But again, it's once you finish the installment plan, you stop paying. Or option two, you have a done-for-you marketing agency where you do some sort of rev share or performance-based type of deal, or maybe some sort of recurring retainer type of business model, okay? And here's the thing, guys. My honest opinion is you will be much better off if you are selling something B2B by marketing and going hard on a done-for-you service, okay? And this is what we're doing now. And for the longest time, I was running my coaching business where I was just getting clients. I, of course, delivered them results. You can go and watch them with a link in the description. But the reality is that, guys, by default, if you're having a coaching or a consulting business, you're always looking for the next client, okay? Because once somebody pays you $5,000, $10,000, you're like, okay, cool. I just made this bunch of money. That, of course, that's beautiful because you can get more cash flow in the front end than if you were to have a marketing agency. But the problem is that by default, you're always going to go after more clients and more clients and more clients, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's a fantastic business model. I love it. But I started to think about something. In the long term, do I want to be 50 years old and still doing that? Chances are that not, right? You actually want to have, I don't want to say a small amount of clients, but you want to have quality clients that you can do a lot of work for them and actually get compensated for the value you provide for them, even if that involves more of your time, again, by doing done-for-you services, okay? That, by the way, done-for-you services, it's not like they are not scalable. They are, of course. It's just that most people actually solve when it comes to operations, and that's why we actually help you guys a lot with that, okay? But the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that if you were to sell the done-for-you recurring plus rev share type of deal, what is going to end up happening at the end of the day, guys, is number one, that you can happily and comfortably and without having to struggle or, let's say, have the urgency of getting more clients, have 1 to 3 clients paying you each $10K per month. And then on top of them paying you the $10K per month, you can have the split shares of, 10% on the revenue or the actual profit that you bring them, okay? So let's say that you make per client $10K per month, plus let's say that you are able to, you're actually good at what you do and you're able to help your client make $200K per month on profit. Guess what, guys? By simply using that model, from that $200K profit that you got them, you can easily charge them $20K rev share. Like your cut of the pie. As Alex Hormozzi says, if you're actually good at something, you're going to be much better off, not so much by the shape of the pie, like for example, if you're selling coaching or consulting, you're selling some sort of weird membership, etc. But most importantly, by the size of the pie, okay? And in this case, imagine each client could be paying you $30K per month. And listen, this is even being conservative, because if you're actually really, really good and you go after just like high ticket, sophisticated clients who are already good at what they do, that it pretty much doesn't matter what you do to them. Of course, you need to be good at what you do in order to get them as clients in the first place. But again, the more you grow these businesses, the more money you're going to make for sure. So guess what? You might as well just simply focus on delivering the best result to your clients. And here's the thing. Once you actually do this, in case that somebody cannot afford it, or maybe they can afford it and you work for them for a while, but maybe they want to stop working with you for whatever reason, then you can just downsell them to this done with you or done with you / do it yourself offer. And then maybe they get into this for a while and then they say, hey, this is not the right thing for me. Then you can downsell them to a do it yourself course on a certain thing or a SaaS course, you see? So for marketing agency owners, I think that this is a solution. This is the way to go. And this should be the process, okay? You should start here so that you can start to really get that cash flow coming in, improving your skills, improving and becoming the best at whatever it is that you do, the mechanism that you install in your company. You start building a brand that has to do with that mechanism and that people know you for that. And then, guess what? Since you're now building a brand on that, if you wanted to even just completely stop the for you service, you can now have a brand and you have experience to talk about and sell an actual information product with a brand in your favor, if that makes sense. So this is the first way to go around it, with a done-for-you marketing agency, where you solve all of the problems that your that your clients have, okay? Let's say that somebody, like I was saying, cannot afford this, then guess what? What you can do is downsell them on solving problem 1. Let's say the problem 1 and 2 is, problem 1, booking appointments, and problem 2 is closing appointments, which is what you do for your clients. And then what you can do, if they cannot afford that, is you can at least help them solve problem 1, via a coaching offer or a consulting offer or a program or whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. And then once they solve their problem-setting problem, chances are that they're going to have more cash flow to then invest into the big thing, okay? And this is what we're looking to do right here, guys. And then let me just explain to you how I'm planning on going about this. And of course, I will update you 1 year from now, probably. So what I'll be starting to do is, with Royland, is have a done-for-you licensing management model where I can actually help coaches and agencies scale, and this is going to be my priority, okay? Scaling coaching and consulting and marketing agency type of businesses or information businesses in general that are B2B. And then if somebody cannot afford these, then I can always downsell them to my coaching offer, where most of my clients have come through, because historically I've been running a coaching business with some recruitment components. Make sense? But the thing here is that because this is the way we're going around it, and because now we're working with some clients in this fashion, I don't have any urgency whatsoever in getting more and more customers, you see? And that's the beauty, that because now you're limiting your space a lot more, then you naturally, not artificially, but naturally, you increase the demand or urgency. Because once you open a slot, people are drowning in wanting to work with you, okay? So this is the first option. Second option is, let's say that you're a coach and you're over here selling the done for you, done with you part of the equation. Here's what you could do. Go 100% into the done for you model so that you can then downsell people on the current done with you model that you have. Or simply have in the backend, this done for you, recurring plus rev share type of deal. Because maybe what you can do is, you have a certain mechanism that you help your clients install. Maybe it's, for example, Facebook group funnels. And what you do with that type of offer is maybe you scale your clients' companies to, I don't know, 15, 20K per month using Facebook groups. Then guess what you can do in the backend? Because you master this process so much, maybe what you can do in the backend is offer paid ads as a service so that you can get more people inside of the group, and maybe appointment-set recruitment. That way you can charge retainers, you can work for your clients, and that way your clients, all they have to do is essentially close the deals, and I mean, you'll have some sort of profit share type of deal, okay? I just think that this is a much more healthy way to run a business, because again, most people who are playing at this stage here shouldn't be playing at this stage here. Because what they're selling is the exact same mechanism they bought from a mentor. My opinion is everybody should be here in the B2B space. Of course, if you're selling some B2C type of solution, no problem whatsoever in staying here. As a matter of fact, this is what you should be doing. For example, if you're a dating relationship type of coach or something like that, by all means, stay here. But for B2B coaches, again, most of you guys honestly just are not that good at what you're selling. And honestly, the best solution you could have is that if you're really good at something, have a done for you offer where you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 10 clients even max that pay you a whole bunch of money, and stick with that. Okay, stick with that. Have a good client acquisition process so that if people can afford the done for you service, the high ticket, expensive done for you heavy lifting type of work, you can always just downsell them to this one. And that way you can maximize the cash flows. And if they cannot afford this one, then you can sell them this one. Maybe a SaaS or a do-it-yourself type of course, okay? And yeah, guys, this is honestly a quick video that I wanted to make on how to leverage downsells and upsells. So downsells, always go for the high ticket thing and then downsell from there. And upsells would be in the sense of once you actually have somebody, let's say that you get someone in the doors and you solve problem one, which is, let's say, booking appointments. Once you're able as a coach to solve that problem, then you actually deliver great results because that's what you should be doing. You can upsell them to your backend done for you offer. Make sense? Let me just explain how we're doing this because I think that would be very valuable for some of you. Please don't copy this. I know that probably out of 100 people that they see this, there are maybe 20 are going to copy it, but who cares? So what we do for clients, and this is what we do in our coaching solution. Well, in our coaching solution, we do a little bit of co-management. It's not only strictly a consulting program, but what we do really, really hard is, first of all, in first step is creating a foundational sales letter that basically creates the messaging and the offer for our clients. And then through organic validation, aka outbound prospecting, we start to get some cash flow and we validate this foundational sales letter. Then once we validate this sales letter, then we can start running DM ads so that we can distribute this foundational sales letter at scale through paid advertisement, and we can scale really easily to approximately 50K per month, okay? But what we are starting to do now is we are saying, hey, you know what? Now that you have your foundational sales letter validated through outbound prospecting, how about if we now actually do this work for you and we actually start running the ads? We can help you with the actual appointment setting flows. We help you with the organic content so that you can have that pipeline coming in and essentially just keep scaling without having to go through that guesswork that most people are going to have anyways, okay? So guys, if you are a coach or a consultant or a marketing agency and you want our help managing and licensing our client acquisition protocols, let's start to 50 to 100K per month, go ahead and book a call with the link in the description, or simply like the video and subscribe to the channel in case that you don't want to basically miss these bangers that I'm posting for you guys, okay? So without further ado, let's finish the video here and see you guys on the next one. Bye.